It did 110. I still did not hit the red line. That is impressive. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Look what have I got. It's the Triumph Thruxton 400. I was eagerly waiting to get my hands on this motorcycle, and today is the day when I finally got to ride this bike. So in this video you're going to see a full-blown review. It's going to be a city ride review and some open stretches of the road, where I'll talk about its performance, handling, braking, build quality, whatever you are expecting from this motorcycle. So you don't want to miss any part of this video, and hence let's get started with the video. Let's start the test ride of Triumph Thruxton 400. The tank looks really slim and the weight is very less. The bike has done 192 kilometers already. Let's take it out. I want to check the turning radius also for this bike, because usually cafe racers are known to have less turning radius. Because the tank is slimmer, it should not be a challenge on this bike. The low end torque is really good. Even on the second gear I was able to pull the bike from standstill. First I will have to get out from this traffic, and then I will start riding this bike properly on the open stretch. Yes, after 6000 rpm there is noticeable amount of vibration in this bike. The braking is good because it is same as the KTM Duke 390 or the RS 457. The punch which is required in the city is there to get you going. And the riding position, it is committed, commanding, but I'm not finding it difficult to maneuver it from this traffic. For a kind information, I never rode the Speed 400 or the Scrambler 400. This is the first time I am experiencing this engine. The suspension is soft. The front end feels very cushiony. The moment I hit the brakes, it goes inside. The auto driver, he got fascinated looking at this bike, which means that this bike gets a lot of attention. These rear view mirrors are just there because it has to be there, but hardly you can see anything in it. Very minimalistic in design. I am out on this open stretch. Now let's see what this bike has to offer. The maneuverability is really great. Third gear, I open the gas. Feels quite vibey. Doesn't take time to reach 100 kmph. I really wish the tachometer was analog and the speedometer was digital, but Triumph has chosen to give it the opposite way. Second gear, let's see how much it goes. 78 in the second. I did cross 100, but it still did not hit the red line. I think the top end is comparable to the KTM Duke 390. I still have to open the gas in the third gear to check how much it goes. But after 6000 rpm there is a lot of vibration. Like at this point, somewhere around 7000 rpm, there is a lot of vibration that I can feel on the handlebar and the foot pegs. To some extent the tank also vibrates. The brakes are really good. Because this bike is lesser in weight, the brakes are doing a wonderful job. this is one good thing. Even if I drop the revs, let's say third gear around 2500 rpm, I open the gas, there is no hesitation from the engine. This is what is required when you have a city riding motorcycle. Definitely this belongs to the highway. It did 110. I still did not hit the red line. That is impressive. I think this is because of the final drive change that Triumph has done with this motorcycle. So it gets a lot more top end when compared to the Speed 400. So this is the turning radius. Good thing is that it does not hit the tank when I take a full U-turn. Whereas on my RS 457 I have to be really careful when I take U-turn, or else my thumb hits the tank. Third gear, full gas. Yeah, 110 is the red line in the third gear. Let me show you how it accelerates from standstill. So third gear, 2000 rpm, speed of around 30 kmph. I open the gas and the bike goes. This is really impressive, guys. I didn't expect the Thruxton 400 to perform this way. Only thing is the vibrations, which I did not like in this bike. Apart from that, the fit and finish and the feel. This handle grip is also made of rubber, so it gives a premium feel to it. I wish it had a quick shifter and a auto blipper. This bike does not get that. This bike has traction control and ABS. That's it. This bike is small and compact. See, I'm in the third gear at 30 kmph. No problems handling lower speeds, higher gears at all. I thought of taking a U-turn there, but no, I am in mood to open this bike further. So this is a test ride bike at Triumph Kukatpalli. If you guys are interested to have a test ride, they opened the test rides today itself, so you can come and test ride this motorcycle if you are from Hyderabad. The suspension is very nice. It is soft and cushiony, absorbing each and every bump when you are riding it in the city. And the exhaust note, it is neither too loud nor very mild. I am able to hear the exhaust note when I am driving this motorcycle, so that's a good thing. Every bike should have a character with the exhaust, or else there is no feel when you ride the motorcycle. It gets a hazard light switch also. Yeah, you see this indication out there? That's the hazard light indication. If I did not have the RS 457, definitely I would have gone for this motorcycle. Yeah, it redlines. Around 108 kmph in the third gear, it redlines. And the red line comes at around 10,500 rpm, which is good 1000 rpm more than the Speed 400. And talking about the engine heat, after riding it for around 15-20 minutes, I did ride it very hard and fast, so I'm able to feel a little bit of warmth near the tank. And today is not at all a hot day. It's a cloudy day. The temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius right now. Changing lanes on this motorcycle is a joke. It's a very good handling machine. I would definitely like to take it to the highway and do a proper full-blown review of the Thruxton 400. And if you are thinking about the price, at 2,70,000 ex-showroom price, this is a value for money motorcycle. But when you talk about on-road pricing in Hyderabad, it will cost somewhere around 3.6 lakhs because the road taxes have increased recently, and any motorcycle above 2 lakhs will cost you 18% of road tax, which was previously just 12%. This was implemented a week back, so the bikes have become a lot more costlier. Let me stop over here and give you an overview of the motorcycle. So this is how the motorcycle looks. The fit and finish and the look that it is giving is really good, guys. These brushed aluminum finishing on the cylinder head is really looking awesome. It has a different swing arm. I mean to say, swing arm is same, the subframe is different when compared to the Speed 400. And if you can get away with this grab rail, it would look really awesome. I'm not sure why did they design the tail like this. It is ruining the look of the motorcycle. The tail light is very minimalistic, and if you look at the front, it is known as a bikini fairing. The same kind of headlight is there, but this fairing gives it a different look. And if you opt for the accessories, you can get a bullet indicator and a premium finish rear view mirror. This is the standard mirror that you get with the motorcycle. And I can also see there is a radiator guard that is installed with this motorcycle. I'm not sure if this is stock fitting or if it is an additional accessory that Triumph is providing. But if you look at this exhaust, it is exactly same as the Speed 400, whereas the peak power has gone up on this motorcycle. On Speed 400 it was just 40 PS. On this motorcycle it is 42 PS. And also the power and the torque has shifted higher in the rev band. It gets a ride by wire, but it does not get any cruise control as such. And if I talk about the instrumentation, this bike gets analog speedometer and digital tachometer with speed, time, fuel indicator. And there is a small I button over here, which is done to toggle between this range, and you can switch off the traction control by long holding this button. Traction control goes off and this TC off illumination comes up. If I again hold it still and then leave it, TC becomes on, and all the other illumination about the engine malfunction, coolant and overheating, ABS option, everything is there over here inside the speedometer. And if I look at this triple clamp, this is really small, and this one on the RS457 it is like this, but on the Thruxton it is more wider. That's why it is not touching the tank when I turn the motorcycle. But this tank, it is very slim, and if they could have modified the tank to look a little more bulky, I would really like that. But the fairing and everything is very good. There is no rattling sound from the fairing as such, but overall the bike vibrates at 6,000 rpm. But the character of it, the engine is really good. And on this motorcycle you get the chain sprocket on the right hand side and the disc brakes on the left hand side. Usually the chain sprocket is towards the left, but on this bike it is opposite. That is the same case with the Speed 400 and the Scrambler 400. I really like the suspension. The amount of travel that they have given to the suspension is really good. In city traffic it is helping to soak in the bumps, but we'll have to test it on the highway how it performs when you attack the corners at high speeds. And it gets 150 section rear tire. On this motorcycle it is from MRF, and the front one is 110, even that is from MRF. I think you have the option to choose Apollo tires also, but on this test motorcycle the MRFs are there. This is a radial tire, by the way. And the high beam and low beam switch is mentioned over here. This becomes the pass switch. And what is this for? I don't know. What does this do? Let me switch it on. Okay, so there are three modes to it. This is the LED, and this is the DRL. This is the low beam, this is the high beam. So you can turn off the low beam and you can go to the high beam and low beam from here. If you turn it off, just the LED will be seen from that is the DRL. The horn is really small, and let me give you the exhaust note of this motorcycle. So this is how it sounds. One thing I forgot to tell you, when I'm stuck in this jam-packed traffic, I'm able to feel a lot of weight on my wrist, because this is a really good committed position. So if you're thinking to have it as a city driver, daily driver for your office rides, then this is something you should consider. It's gonna give you wrist pain and neck pain for sure. So yeah, that was about it about the Thruxton 400. And if you still have any questions regarding the Thruxton 400, you can drop it in the comment section below. I will try to answer that for you guys. And with that, I will sign off from this video, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.